The Canon EF 7300mm f4.5 5.6 DO IS USM is Canon's only diffractive optic zoom, a Fresnel design made to make lenses smaller. Different from refractive glasses, these diffractive optics feature microscopic concentric lines to focus the light in a much shorter path, allowing for much smaller lenses. Compared to regular 7300mm zooms, this DO is 28% smaller, despite offering similar apertures, so it's welcome on most kits, especially those working on site. At 82 by 99mm of 720 grams of mostly metals, indeed the first thing we notice on the EF 7300 DO IS USM is the size, compact as a short telephoto prime, but fast as a large aperture one. This is the main selling point on the alignment, and it will certainly go where other 7300mm lenses won't do. This DO fits standing on your backpack on the same block as a prime lens, and can be used everywhere, an exclusivity on the market. The operation is also fairly standard, despite the different Fresnel design. The rear zoom ring extends the two-barrel optical group at about 10 cm, again shorter than other zooms. While it does feel a bit heavy when compared to various lenses, it's well made, nothing wobbles or feels misaligned. At the front, the manual focusing ring is also somewhat different, with a large plastic piece partially covered by a rubber. Almost the whole front moves while manually focusing, but it's paired to the all-internal ring type USM and features full-time operation. Inside, Canon fits this motor to a center focusing group that is silent, fast and precise. It is remarkable how I managed to shoot action with the EOS 5D Mark II, and it shows Canon's no compromise policy when it comes to AF, it's always perfect. And also inside it fits a 3rd generation IS, image stabilizer, with up to 3 stops of compensation, nearly mandatory at this focal length. Finally, at the front, the 7300mm DO accepts smaller than usual 58mm filters that fix over the first optical element, that itself sits inside the supplied-in-the-box lens hood. And at the rear, the metal mount doesn't feature a rubber gasket for radar sealing, nor it supports the EF extenders. Overall, it feels fairly premium, as the price suggests, despite not being on the L series. It does gain a green ring at the front, exclusive to the diffractive optics lineup. With an 18 elements in 12 groups optical formula, sporting 2 DO lenses to fix for both resolution, axial and lateral aberrations, and reduce the lens size, what the EF 7300 DO IS USM delivers optically is excellent. A different performance from most 7300mm zooms, but on a 28% smaller package. Let's begin with the goods. The images are high resolution and high contrast at most focusing distance, perfect for the everyday usage of landscapes, street photography, product photography and portraits, that shows the same clarity you get from higher-end zooms. It's amazing up to this day to pair it with the high-resolution digital SLRs for ready-to-print files, and myself owning both the 7300L Nano USM and the 300mm f2.8 prime, I can assure you, the 7300mm DO delivers the good on most shots. But on extreme cases, it does fall apart on the image quality. One example is the pronounced vignetting, that loses about 2 stops of light even at f11, due to the smaller than usual glasses. We can't bend the laws of physics after all. Also near the closest focusing distance, at a minimum of 140 cm, the images can bloom, clean details like feathers, hair, patterns and textures, as this is not a macro lens. It demands care when shooting details. And finally, the flaring at the bokeh can display the patterns from the diffractive optics, noticeably when working backlit or with strong highlights, that renders the light path. But in honest, this isn't really how you should be using this lens, wide open for close-ups. For 90% of the shots, for landscapes for example, the contrast and color saturation are excellent, and paired with the full-frame cameras, you get the same benefits from other 7300mm lenses, here 28% shorter. So this is the reason I kept mine up to this date. There are situations where it simply masters the usability, where no other telephoto zoom can deliver. So if you find it on the used market and are looking for something nice to have, this is a good lens on Canon's lineup. So just add it on your kit and have fun with it. And nice shooting!